Hi, crafty friends. Hey, I found the stackable boxes. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a shelf. So I ended up using 2 of the longer pieces of wood from Dollar Tree, and I kind of figured out how I wanted them to sit as far as the way they're kind of going to be stacked. So I needed to trim off some of the wood at the end of these pieces. So I'm going to put these 2 pieces together. So I'm using a little bit of wood glue, and then we'll use a little bit of hot glue just for that instant hold. And then you can see I've got some painter's tape down because once I get these 2 pieces set together, I'm going to actually wrap the tape around just to kind of help adhere them together so that it's nice and sturdy for what we're doing. So as I was doing this project, I was thinking, should I paint it all as I'm going or before and then put it together? But I end up waiting, and I'm so glad that I did, because what I'm going to do is I took the hardware off of each one of these little boxes, and then I marked the center of the box, which is great because then it goes in the center between those 2 wood pieces. So I'm doing the same thing, a little bit of wood glue and then just some hot glue just to hold it right away. And I decided, because the way I'm going to use this, I'm going to put some arts and crafts supplies in them. So I wanted it to be even sturdier. So I went through, I've got a little bucket of like screws and nails and, clips and hooks and all the things. So I grabbed out some screws and I just put 2 screws in the back, on the back side of this, so that it would, go through the wood into the box. And then I repeated that step with the other 2 boxes all the way up. And same thing here is I did the, the wood glue and then the hot glue, and then we'll just put those together again, and we'll put the screws on the back. So I did the biggest box on the bottom, and then I'm using the smallest one here on the top. And then once I got those set, I split the difference between those 2 for that middle box. So here's where I took it outside and started spray painting it. I thought, I'm just going to give it 1 coat of spray paint. There's even some spots where it didn't get perfectly perfect, but that's okay, because we are going to do some distressing with some sandpaper, so I'm not too worried about it. So while this is drying, that hardware that I took off, I had to raise my table there. I wanted it to be a little bit gold. These were kind of a little bit too brushed colored for me. So I'm using some of the Rub and Buff, and I just rubbed it all around on there and let those dry. And then here I got my sandpaper out and just really started to work on the edges of everything, because I thought that would be super cool. And then once I'm done with this, I'll add the hardware back onto the boxes. And look how stinking cute this is. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now that I styled it, I'm going to put some of my craft supplies in it. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow for more.